sense.
Are we playing a game or no?
No, not really. Josh, what are your main points? Start us off.
Wait, hang on. I need to do an intro to the show, and including introing all of our guests.
I
So,
had a phone interview.
For what?
Wait, is it recording right now?
yeah, but usually we riff at the beginning because, like, that's how we just start these.
Well, maybe we should have our guests get off their phones.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, welcome to the Simonji podcast. We out here. Yeah, you can sit here. That's fine.
Thank you so much.
Of
You want
course.
to be a part of it?
Well, welcome to the live audience,
Oh.
ma'am.
Not
Live audience.
Ma'am, it's a pleasure.
no.
All right, so I'm your host, Josh. I'm joined today by my guest and co-host, Noah,
Hi.
Courtney,
Hi.
Adam, and Becca. Remember, this is an audio podcast too. You guys can talk.
We can?
Konnichiwa!
Okay.
Oh, suck it!
I'm pretty sure that was racist. All right, so
No, do your fried rice.
we
rice?
we just came back from the movie theater and we saw Wonder Woman 2.
He lied to you. We weren't in the movie theater. We're in my house.
That's right. Yeah, because HBO Max is the thing now. Thank you for ruining the magic, Noah.
Yeah, I have a home theater.
Anyways, yes, we are reviewing.
Are you reading off a script?
Maybe.
Yes.
I have a home theater.
I have a home theater.
So yeah, we're reviewing Wonder Woman 2, aka Wonder Woman 1984. Fun fact, this movie took place in 1984 during that time frame. Okay, so so let me give you guys the main idea just to summarize the movie in case you haven't seen it.
It sucks.
The
End the podcast.
The Mandalorian is trying to take over the world, and Princess Wonder Woman must try and stop him, all while dealing with Catwoman and Captain Kirk of the Star Trek.
Catwoman
Enterprise.
dies. Spoiler alert.
She doesn't die,
doesn't
actually.
die.
She actually lives.
She looks at the sunset as it sets. I watched the movie.
Okay, so how
So
many
it's
of us...
not Catwoman, it's Cheetah.
No, I know.
It's a
That was
joke.
that was the joke.
Oh my
Tomorrow,
god.
Anyway,
It's a
so
joke.
how many of us liked it?
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was
Yeah.
okay too. Yeah. How many of us hated it?
It was a bunch of women just...
What are you guys' general thoughts? Likes, dislikes? What did you like about the movie? What did you hate about the movie?
It
Okay.
sucked.
Becca?
Here's the thing. I went into this movie thinking it was going to be awful because so many people had told me, like, oh yeah, it's trash, it sucks, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I had, like, zero expectations. And so I think that's why I kind of was like, yeah, it wasn't bad. Like,
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, I've heard both things. I heard good things and bad things. So I was like, yeah, it kind of just was like, oh yeah, go into it with an open mind. type thing.
yeah.
What did you think about it, Noah?
What? Honestly, it was alright. I mean,
No.
it was nothing special.
No. Come
The
on.
special effects were decent, and
They're pretty garbage.
They were pretty. They were okay.
They're pretty garbage.
There were some parts where I'm just like, it could have been
Did
better.
they get directed by a different person compared to the first one?
No, it was the same woman.
woman, of course. It was a very,
Patty Jenkins.
it was a very feminist movie, very woke.
How?
No,
How was it
Very
feminist
woke.
and
It
woke?
wasn't. No.
Well, because the main character was a woman. Duh.
Therefore, it's feminist and woke, politically driven
Yeah,
because, you know.
none of the men were powerful. It was only the women.
What are you talking about? The
The
guy had
main
all the
character
power.
was a villain
Yeah.
and was powerful.
He didn't do anything though. All he did was
The
grant
Mandalorian,
wishes.
he had all the power.
He just absorbed,
He is the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
and then and then he was able to grant people's wishes. He didn't do anything.
I don't. The one thing I didn't understand in the entire. By the way, we're spoiling this movie. Fun
No,
fact.
we're not. Cheetah dies.
She doesn't die.
Cedric Diggory dies.
The one thing I didn't understand in the whole movie is the Mandalorian, like his power and all this. Like, what was he trying to accomplish? Like, just to be like
He wanted to be a genie.
Yeah, exactly. I
And
guess.
His only regret was that he didn't turn blue.
No.
He didn't get
I think I liked how it kind of like stemmed from his childhood. Like he was bullied and like he had no power all of his life. And then finally he has this chance for power and like us humans are greedy and so he just kept taking and taking.
Yeah,
So.
I guess. Yeah, and then what's his face came back too? Chris Pine.
Yeah, he did.
He was hot.
Is he
But did
actually
he, though?
old or did they like age him on purpose?
No, he's old. People, Becca, this
Oh.
might sound crazy, but Hollywood people actually age.
How old is he, Chris Pine?
I'll look it up.
Scientology.
upper 90s.
Oh, that's a good point. If you're part of Scientology, you do not age. Yeah.
Scientology?
yes.
Have you guys seen the
cult.
Scientology documentary
Yes, we
on
have.
Netflix?
Wait, he believes in Scientology?
No, I
too?
don't know. We're just
Oh.
kidding. No, no.
he
I
doesn't.
haven't. I don't know about the
That's
doc.
why he's not. He is aging. It's because he's not.
He is 40 years old.
He is not 40 years old.
Man, he's old. Did you know that Chris Pratt is 40 years old?
I think they aged him then because he had like grays and
Chris
wrinkles.
Evans is 40. Gal Gadot, how old do you think she is?
40.
Who the heck's that?
Less.
I don't know who that is.
Is that what?
Main character.
She's 35.
Oh, Gal Gadot, not Gal Gadot.
Bro, can we talk
Whatever.
about her for a second?
Okay, let's talk about her, Becca.
Her acting sucked this movie.
She is so hot.
She
I
can't
disagree with
speak
that.
English.
She
What? She's spricking the entire time.
But he said he thought Gal Gadot, is it Gadot or Gadot? I don't know.
Gadot.
Gadot. He thought her acting was bad, and I kind of disagree. I think
In this one, it was bad. The first
Well-
one, it was good. I even liked her better in Justice League
It
and
was honestly
Man of
more or less
Steel.
the same.
I think there's one specific scene I really liked, and it's when she has to like give up her wish, and so like she's leaving Chris Pine. I don't know his actual name, Steve. She's like
Yeah.
leaving him behind, and like the rage in her face, and like there's so many emotions. I thought that was cool. Like
Yeah.
especially in major film pictures, like women aren't really depicted as having rage. Like that's not really emotion that women are
Have
like
you seen
allowed to
Naruto?
feel. My gosh, that's not a film. But like it's true. Like women are like either they're crying or they're being like bitchy or whatever. But like you never see women like with like pure rage. And so I really liked seeing how she was just
Yeah,
like
and you had pointed out too, like when like Steve Trevor, like that character, when he came back, like he was like acting like Wonder Woman in the first one, where he's like, I'm
Yeah.
like in a new world, like what is all this type
yeah,
thing? And
it was
then,
cool. In
yeah.
the first Wonder Woman has to be taught about the new things in this world, and then in this one it was like vice versa. So it was kind of like a cool like
Yeah,
connects the movies a little bit.
for sure, for sure. Courtney, why did you love this movie?
Oh no, I hated it.
Oh, you did?
With all my mind.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
Well, what are the things that you didn't like about it?
Worst movie of the year.
strong
20
opinions from
We're on the
Courtney.
fourth
Explain.
day.
Fourth day of 2021.
Worst movie.
And this movie
ever.
came out last year too.
No, it's in 2020.
It came out Christmas.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
It came out
2021.
Christmas
I
Day.
just said 18.
That's right. Yeah.
What'd you ask?
Why did you not like it?
It was just cheesy.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Did you see the first one?
I fell asleep. But from what I saw, I liked it, or I was liking it. But it was cheesy, and my name's Courtney, and I need a job, please. And
This is that kind of show.
I'll do anything.
the action there, it was so bad. It was so bad. Like my kind of movie is Mission Impossible.
Okay. Okay.
The action's good, and
And Tom
special
Cruise
effects
is in it.
Good,
Okay.
are
Okay.
good. Yeah.
So you're
it
like
was
kind of
just-
like more like a stunts action adventure type thing.
Yeah, when you watch a superhero movie, you want to see action, and the movie was just boring.
There was just moments when
So
she's just whipping
boring.
around her rope, whatever, and then just like I don't know, like pushing people away. It just was
Yeah.
bad. I
Okay.
don't
Yeah,
know.
the choreographed fighting was not very good. There was
Yeah,
one scene,
I
the
agree.
one
I
scene when
actually-
they went underwater. They literally just looked like they were hugging each other, and she just pushed her away. It was like, what the frick is it?
Wait, what scene?
When her and the cheater.
Oh,
the,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the cheater.
Yeah,
little
Marvel's
dirty
way
cheater.
better at doing superhero movies.
No, I actually.
DC sucks. Go back
Honestly,
to making TV shows.
Compared to that
That's
movie, I would
crazy.
watch Justice League so many times over.
Okay. All right.
I do agree though. I think the choreography could have been done a little better, but
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
I just hate movies that are about women.
And it was so long too.
It was long.
It was 2.5 hours.
They could have condensed it a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of unnecessary things like.
To be fair, I think all the DC movies are like super long though. Because wasn't
Yeah.
Justice League like 3 hours? Or Man
Yeah.
of Steel?
I think the extended edition is going to be 3 hours.
Or not Man of Steel.
I
Dawn
feel
of
like
Justice.
all DC movies are trying so hard
Yeah.
to get a cut of what Marvel has.
Yeah. Well, they're thinking
And
like
Marvel doesn't try at all, and whatever they spit out just makes millions of dollars.
because Wonder Woman 1 did so well, they're like, oh, we're putting all of our money now on Wonder Woman because she's going to, lead the franchise type thing. We can recast Batman and not worry about it. Because originally it was supposed to be Superman and Batman. But yeah, Man of Steel did pretty good. Dawn of Justice didn't do as well. And
I
then,
thought Man of Steel didn't do well.
I thought it did. I'll have to look it up.
Man of Steel?
And then Henry Cavill just kind of quit.
Well, yeah, there was that whole incident with him and Mission Impossible. But yeah, he is a hunk of man.
So fun.
While I look up
Man
the
of
box
Steel.
office numbers on Man of Steel,
I thought the first and second one both killed it. Like they did really good.
For Man of Steel?
Yeah.
I don't think
I
so.
don't remember the. I don't remember the.
I'm
second
pretty
one
sure
at
they
all.
both weren't.
Man of Steel box
Received very
office domestically, it made $291 million.
Wow.
That's not too bad.
And what was?
What did it do on Rotten Tomatoes? That's all that anybody cares
I
about.
wanna
No,
watch-
it's what we care about. What
I
would we
want to
rate?
watch the Man of Steel movies again.
do.
Those were good.
Podcast?
Yeah, this gonna turn into a Man of Steel movie.
Clark Kent's
podcast.
dad dies. His adopted dad.
Spoiler.
And his birth
That
dad.
is a spoiler.
And his
Jeez.
birth mom.
Okay.
His mom was Martha.
Krypton is also.
His mom is Martha.
Dawn of Justice made $330 million domestically.
Wow.
Is that a lot?
That's a lot of money. Yeah,
More
I'm
than
trying
you'll
to
ever see in
find.
your lifetime.
So their budget was $250 million, and they made $330 million on Dawn of Justice. So only a little bit of income, which is interesting. And then going back to Man of Steel, they made $291 million with a budget of $225 million. So they actually did worse. The first two movies were like they didn't do well,
Yeah.
and then Justice League didn't get well received just in general. So I feel like I don't know. They're putting all their money on Wonder Woman because everybody loved Wonder Woman 1. But then I watched it yesterday, and I don't remember it being super slow.
The first one?
Yeah, it was.
I fell asleep like by the time they got to World War One.
It was very well. The whole movie took place in World War One.
Oh, I thought it
Or
was
by the time World War
II.
One started. No, because remember they're in the trenches. Oh, well, you fell asleep too.
That's World War
I
One,
thought
dude.
it was 2.
No, it's World War
No,
One.
that whole movie was World War One.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So anyway, yeah. So it was super slow at the
It wasn't
beginning.
bad. The first Wonder Woman, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like Marvel movie amazing, you know?
I'm hoping that the Batman movie is like super dark and like gory.
That's how they're shooting it.
Yeah, they
I
need-
hope it's a rated R movie.
Yeah, DC
Yeah.
needs to just go to rated R and make it really dark, and that's like all they got now. They have to make it so much different from.
Because that's how the
Marvel.
comics are, dude. The comics are gruesome.
Yeah,
That's what they
but
got to do.
I mean, we've talked about this like with Ryan, and he always brings up the points like, yeah, sure, they could make it super dark, but that only aims for one demographic.
Yeah.
You have to be like Marvel, where it's like all ages, kids, adults, grandparents.
Because
Deadpool.
Watchmen.
Except Deadpool.
Watchmen.
That one
by,
broke records,
Watchmen's
too.
by
That's what I'm
DC,
saying.
right?
And it was for
Watchmen
the
is
adults.
DC,
Yeah,
yeah.
Watchmen was such a great movie, but
No, it wasn't.
Well,
The whole time it was so boring that we were rooting to see the whole time.
Okay. But
No,
going back to the movie we're supposed to be talking about.
The Watchmen
too.
sucked. The blue guy has a big.
Oh my gosh. Like, I liked the movie, but I also had complaints. I guess my main complaint
Too
would be
much
some of the
feminism?
characters were written very poorly. Like, the one chick, the cheetah chick, like,
Yeah.
that was such a drastic turn so quickly. I was like,
How did she turn and have fur? Like, what did she have to do to do that?
she made another wish.
How did
oh,
she do?
because, like, she
But they
took
can only make
rage
one
and-
wish.
She made
Well,
another. Or
she didn't make a wish. The guy gave her power. Like,
Yeah.
he took power and, like, transferred it. Like, that was his
Oh, I see.
return, you know?
Yeah.
But I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about, like, at the very beginning, she's this really sweet, nerdy, awkward girl. And she's been like that her whole life. And then the second she turns, like, pretty or acceptable or whatever, like, she has, like,
Yeah, I
this
know that's
total,
so realistic.
total
that would
character
happen.
change. And then, like, beats a
Yeah.
guy to a pulp and then, like, wants power and stuff. Like, I was like, what?
Which, in her defense, she wasn't the bad guy in that situation. That didn't make her evil. I mean,
I'm
go
not
beat up
saying,
that guy.
go for it. Not to that extent, but
we were all
self-defense.
rooting for it. Like.
Okay, I was rooting for it, but, like, in hindsight, self-defense is fine, but, like, beating him till he can't move, that's a little evil.
Yeah, let him do it. That's
But
fine.
I don't know, it was just a very drastic turn, and
Yeah.
I mean, I liked the villain though, and how, like, he just wanted power, and then his son kind of
his rules were just kind of all over the place. So that's
Yeah.
why, like, I wasn't crazy about him.
It wasn't well defined, I think.
Yeah, like, yeah, it was just like it didn't make any sense at points, but yeah. I don't know. Because like, what's stopping like the one guy from just saying, "Oh, I would," like they see all this stuff happening. It's like, I wish for everything to go back to normal, and then it just
Yeah.
flips. It's like,
Well, I think that's the part where he was like, granted. Like, I think you can deny a wish, no? Unless, like, you're... I don't know.
It wasn't clear.
Yeah, it wasn't
He-
clear.
He didn't care. He just wanted, by doing
Power.
that, yeah, you get.
Yeah, but what if someone was like, I want world peace? Like, what's he gonna do?
Maybe he'd like twist it in such a way. It's like, okay, here's world peace for you, and it's like
Or
here's
some
like $1 million
individual-
or something.
Or
Yeah.
someone just to wish, I wish this all for this to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it was
And then another, like, this is a personal pet peeve, but like the way that the armor is shaped on women and like how their hair is, like she's like being tossed around and beating up people and her hair is perfect, makeup perfect, her armor is like suited to her
so
curves.
unrealistic for
Like,
it's just
okay.
a superhero movie and it's
No,
unrealistic.
but here's what I'm saying,
God
like,
forbid.
but like she's an Amazonian warrior, right? Like
Stop
I
yanking
think
on my wire.
but she's a warrior. I think long hair is really impractical, and then armor that's like perfectly suited to your body, I think again that's impractical for fighting.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I know it's like the comic book Wonder Woman, whatever, but
Yeah, so she got the gold armor, which originally
Yeah.
was worn by the original Wonder Woman,
yeah.
because you were cheering like crazy for that.
Oh, I
Who
was
won Battleship?
spoiler
Oh, I won.
at the end credits.
We've been spoiling this whole entire time.
Linda Carter, the original Wonder Woman, came out.
Have you seen the TV show? Is that why you know of her?
Oh no, I'm just a fan. I see like little clips.
Oh, I see.
I just like Wonder
I've
Woman.
seen
Yeah,
like
'cause you screamed loud when she came on.
I was excited. It was like immediately I saw it and I was like,
I was surprised that she was still alive.
I was too,
She looks
actually.
good, though.
I was like, oh, there she is.
She looks
Because
really good for her
I remember
age.
seeing the clips that Becca's talking about, and it was like,
Yeah.
it was.
Oh,
Was
wait,
it
I
the black
wasn't
and
done.
white ones, or was it the?
No, I think it was in
they were
color, but
colored,
it was
right?
it was a long time
It
ago.
looks like it was filmed in like the 1800s.
Okay.
It wasn't that old.
No, I was just excited to see that throwback. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool. And then the invisible jet as well.
Yeah,
That
I
finally-
didn't get it until you said it, and I was like, oh,
that
duh.
finally made sense why she has an invisible jet. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, because what's his face can't fly.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. That was kind of cute.
Wait, so can she fly or not?
Yes.
Because I
No,
saw
yeah.
no, she was lassoing lightning bolts.
Well, so that's before you fell asleep. After you fell asleep, she remembered like
What Steve
Like,
was telling me.
her suit that she could fly with.
no. So she can fly just in general now because she remembers what Chris Pine told her.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve. Like you can fly, just you use
Feel
your
the
wings or
wind.
feel your wind
Yeah.
or whatever like that.
He's like, it's
so-
all just wind and dynamics.
You
and
saw
whatever.
Justice League.
She
And-
can fly in that? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
But that's
in,
the thing, like that
Dawn of
doesn't
Justice
it
or
doesn't
whatever.
add up because I know like you can just say like it's magic or whatever, but like it's one thing to like glide, but she like full on can like stand up like while floating. You know, I'm
She's
like,
a
what?
god.
Yeah, I guess maybe like it awoke some powers in her.
Yeah, just like Man of Steel, the two of them are gods, and then Batman's there like, I got a toy.
Yeah.
Like-
I just like it's interesting that they kind of just like threw it in there, like no explanation,
Yeah.
which I guess they can do because they're superheroes, whatever. But
Yeah.
that just kind of bothers me when they're like, oh, she can turn things invisible now. Oh, here's some armor that you never
Yeah,
knew about, and here
it
it is
would-
now. Like I feel like it could have been more subtle, like you could see it in the background or something, or like maybe if it was explained in the first movie and then they brought it back in the second movie, that would have been cool. But for them just to be like, oh, what is this?
Oh, and then the
here.
whole I didn't get the whole beginning part where she's a little girl and then they're
Yeah, that was
doing
just
all that stuff. It was like
that
tossed
was-
in there and
that
then all of a
was-
sudden it's, I think they just
Yeah.
wanted to show Jenna.
No, it's
Jedi.
they're
I
just
think-
trying to talk about the truth.
Yeah, that's because that was kind of like the moral of the story is like
Tell the
the
truth.
truth over lies, the truth,
Yeah.
whatever.
Even like with her whip, like where she's showing like Chris Pine like the past or whatever, like what's happened since he's seen everything. Like when he was touching the whip, like, oh, not only does it reveal the truth, but like I can tell you the truth. too.
Yeah,
And it's
I was like,
all right.
again, it's like those convenient little plot lines where it's like, where did that come from? Like, was that an original thing, or did they throw that in for
I think
convenience?
I think they're adding more to it, which I don't mind. But like, yeah, there are some points where just like
I
it's a
honestly
little
just
too much.
thought that the story was kind of boring.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
The
that's why.
movie
I think
sucks.
Wonder Woman's at her best when she's in the Justice League, I think.
Oh, so behind all the men is what you're saying?
No, that, I mean, yeah, but no,
Oh my god.
no, but I really think that like in terms of DC Comics, like the standalone Batman movies are good and the standalone Superman movies are good, but like in terms of the other people like Aquaman and
So you didn't like the first Wonder? Oh, I see what you're saying because they're like more side characters.
yeah, they're more like backup characters. They're not really meant to be their main. Even though I did like the Aquaman movie just because the special effects were insane,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
in terms of the story and stuff, like I just don't feel like they should have their own movies because they're not that big of characters. Whereas Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Iron Man,
I mean, in their defense, like, have you ever heard of Doctor Strange before you saw the movies?
right? And that's why I didn't really like the Doctor Strange movie. Like it was good, but it
Well,
wasn't
special
like
effects,
amazing. The special effects
But
obviously
that's what I'm
were
saying
insane.
because like all these these side characters, they need their own movie because we don't know about them. So sure, it seems a little
Okay, yeah, so
awkward, but
one's
because-
enough, but now this is the second Wonder Woman movie. The
Well,
first Wonder Woman movie was pretty good,
Yeah.
but now the second one, it's just like, I don't know,
It's because she's a
it's
woman.
kind of needless.
Yeah.
Where
I would
Okay.
agree with
they
that.
should make more Justice League movies, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They need a Flash movie.
Yeah, one Flash movie would be good, but once they
And-
start making more, unless they do a really amazing job, which I doubt they will.
Well, with Flash, they want to throw in everybody. They want to throw in Batman, Michael Keaton. They want to throw in. I think they want to throw in the TV Flash, if I remember correctly.
Well, because the TV Flash was, they already had the movie Flash come on the
Yeah,
TV
so
Flash,
maybe
so I
vice
wouldn't be
versa.
surprised.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it was in one of the episodes.
Oh, I think I do remember that.
I think we're just suckers for like origin stories. I really like an origin
I hate
story.
origin stories.
Really?
I want-
That's why
Spider-Man?
I can't stand the Marvel movies because all the origin stories are like for beat for beat the same.
And it's like remaking the comics. Like people who read the comics are like, "Whoa, this is dope!" Like Miles Morales, like that whole thing. I think that's
Like
kind
Into the Spider-Verse was cool just because it was so
so
different.
cool. That's like probably one of my favorite movies.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, dude.
No way.
We should watch that
Podcast?
next.
Dude, I could go on for hours. I should just shut
That
up.
was a good movie. It was surprisingly good.
That was so good. Oh, I don't want to talk about that right now because I'm gonna go off.
Are they gonna bring back Green Lantern to DC?
Green Lantern is another movie that would
they-
be really good.
they're in the
Ryan
process-
Reynolds? Bring back
They already
Ryan
had
Reynolds?
one though.
You think it's really good?
It would be like that's a
Oh.
good character to have a big movie. I did like the Ryan Reynolds just because I like Ryan Reynolds.
Get a black guy to do it, so they have Jon Stewart. instead
Yeah,
of Ryan
I'd rather
Reynolds.
have a black dude do
Make
it.
John Diggle, John Stewart.
Yeah,
Problem
yeah.
solved.
There
Uh-huh.
you go.
I would so watch that if John Diggle was the Green Lantern.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
They're
But only one movie of that, and then put him in the Justice League, and then make like a series of Justice League movies. But not with stupid bad guys like the last one.
So comparing this to Marvel though, do you prefer the Avengers movies more or the individual like Captain
Avengers.
America? Or Iron Man?
Avengers.
Probably
movies.
Avengers, but I do like the individual movies of each one. Like, I thought they did a good job on the individual movies.
So it sounds like they just need to do better on the origin stories of these not known heroes.
I like the origin stories. Like, I liked Wonder Woman's origin story. I liked Aquaman's origin story. I just don't think that they need to make anything more after that. Just
I agree.
make more Avengers type movies or more Justice League type movies.
Yeah,
Maybe
and going
Flash,
off of
Green Arrow,
that,
Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Bring
I
all of
think
them.
like the reason the Avengers is so good is because they made all of these origin stories and then like they put all those characters together and that almost like strengthens the movie. I think.
Yeah, so I think DC was trying to do that at first, but then they just were like, we got to play catch up, and that's why they released Justice League. So now we're used to like all them being together. It's like, okay, maybe that's why you guys are like, oh, we want to see more Justice League movies because they've already been together. What's the
Yeah.
point of them being alone now?
Yeah, and like the best in Marvel does it pretty good too, where like the other characters from the other movies are in their solo movies, you know. So it's like
Yeah.
I think
Crossovers.
yeah, the crossovers and stuff. But I think they need to do more of that in Justice League if they want to be
Yeah.
successful. I think they should make more Justice League type movies. They can have kind of subplot movies, but it has to all pertain to one big story. I think.
Yeah.
Also, they need like the OG Justice League people because what they got is like they're missing out on like Green Lantern came in later, but they're missing out on Martian Manhunter. They threw in Aquaman when he didn't come in until way later.
Right.
But it's just
I
like
forgot Hawk Girl.
hot girl, hot
Oh, yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Not hot girl.
Hot.
It's hot.
No, hot girl.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
They need a hot girl. No, but like it's
Gal
just like
Gadot?
because they got like just these random guys like Cyborg and everything. It's like why don't you get like the main ones?
Cyborg was the only confusing one. To me.
They should.
I was fine.
I
with
would totally
Aquaman,
watch
but-
a Teen Titans movie. That'd be sick.
Well, they have this show.
Yeah, I haven't gotten around to
The
watching
thing
that.
is,
Is
we
it any
watched.
good? Do you know?
I've heard mainly bad things.
Oh,
about
did it
Do you
come
have
out?
HBO?
I don't, but I know
You
it's
can
on
use
HBO.
mine if you want to watch it.
Did
I'm
it
not
come
the-
out?
It did. Yeah.
The one where it's like, man.
Yeah,
that
that's
one?
the one. They released one whole season, and then I think the second season too. The second season has Deathstroke in it, from my understanding.
Oh, I'd
Oh,
watch
yeah.
it. Does it? Do they connect to what they already have made, or no?
Like to the old cartoon.
No. Like, are they connected to the Justice League? The new
Oh,
ones, or no?
I don't think so. I think it's separate.
See, that's stupid too. They have so many TV shows that are separate from the main plot of.
But they could easily
Everything.
do like a Flash where it's like the Flash just like travels like to the multiverse and goes through all these.
But they could easily do DC TV shows that you have to then watch the movies to pertain to it, like they did in Marvel with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I think what they might be trying to do that, because they also have like Doom Patrol was the other one. I'm unaware of like what that all is exactly. They have the Titans one, and I thought they had a third one, but they could easily like
They
combine
have one
all
about
of
a
them
chick.
together.
I think it's Catwoman.
Maybe Catwoman. Yeah, I
think
can't
it's about
remember.
Catwoman.
But they could easily, to your point, they could do all three of those, like just combine them together. But I think they're waiting for like a Kevin Feige, like because he was in charge of like the Marvel universe, like putting it all together. They need like one guy to be in charge of it, and they want it to be Zack Snyder, the guy who directed
The Batman.
Batman versus Superman and Justice League before he quit.
I think, like, generally speaking, the villains in superhero movies are so overplayed.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think there's one villain that has been done nicely. That it was Spider-Man Homecoming or whatever with the Jake Gyllenhaal, whatever. Gyllenhaal, yeah.
Mysterio.
Mysterio, yeah.
Far
I
From
liked.
Home.
Was that Far From Home? I liked that villain because, like, we've
Haven't
never
seen the
really.
movie. I heard it was good.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I
You
know.
gotta see that.
I know Noah hadn't watched it too when we talked about it.
Yeah, it was actually really good, especially
yeah.
if you have like a surround sound. It's actually really
I'll
kind of
check
cool.
it
I liked the villain in that movie because I think it was like a new trope that we've never really seen before.
But a
So-
familiar hero with a different villain.
Yeah, I really liked that. I think the villains are being overplayed, where it's like bad guy, blah blah blah.
But I don't know. This next Spider-Man, it sounds crazy. Did you guys hear
The
about?
with the okay, it's not confirmed though, but
It is. Most of it is.
With what?
so Tobey Maguire.
He's gonna be in it?
Andrew Garfield and
Andrew Garfield.
Tom Holland, all three of them in one Spider-Man
Does
movie.
anybody else like Andrew Garfield as a Spider-Man better than Tom Holland?
No, I don't like Andrew Garfield.
I think
Andrew
Tom
Garfield.
Holland was better than.
Okay, I think Andrew
Andrew
Garfield.
Garfield's good though.
He did good quips, but he wasn't like the geeky like teenager, you know. He
was
was
like-
way
he was
too
like-
suave.
He was like the hipster, like. Oh,
Yeah, he was kind of hipster. Yeah.
yeah,
None
he
of
was
them-
suave though.
None
Like
of them are really that geeky.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey
You
Maguire.
shut your mouth.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Tobey
He was
Maguire
just like
totally
a
was.
30-year-old man in high school though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Straight
that was the
up.
worst
That's
part.
true.
So they also announced Kirsten Dunst, the Mary Jane from Spider-Man. They also announced.
Wait, like what's gonna happen? There's gonna be 3 Spider-Men?
So
Well,
it's
it's like time
multiverse.
travel,
So
yeah.
it's Spider-Man Tom Holland is going to be in Doctor Strange 2, and is going to be wrapped in that multiverse, and then it continues on with Spider-Man 3.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah. So they were bringing back Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2.
oh,
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Same actor.
Yes. They're bringing back Jamie Foxx as Electro from Amazing
Really?
Spider-Man. They are possibly bringing back Willem Dafoe, our boy, friend of the show, as Green Goblin.
Yeah. Don't tell Harry.
Has
He
there
dies,
been
by the
any
way.
talk?
Thank you.
Has there been any talk about James Franco though?
I have not heard that.
Dang.
but this movie
He died
isn't
too, bro.
confirmed though. There's no like official trailer.
So Doc Ock has been confirmed. Jamie Foxx has been confirmed.
But the
Andrew
movie
Garfield.
itself has not
It's
been.
it's filming right now.
Really? I thought.
When
I
does
heard
it come out?
differently.
I had a list. I want to say 2022. to
That's
be
interesting.
safe.
I definitely
That's so
heard
far in the
differently.
future. It doesn't even count.
Yeah.
We just started 2021. Yeah. But anyway, going
That's a
back.
different subject. Yeah.
Going back to Wonder Woman. Do you guys have any other thoughts about this movie?
It sucked. End the podcast.
Yeah. What would you rate this movie out of 10?
Adam, start.
Why do I have to start?
Noah,
I
start.
have a process I have to go through.
I'll start.
Josh, start.
I'll give it 7 women out of 10 women because there was a lot of women in this movie.
No, it's 7 women out of 10 men.
What?
I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Solid 6.
Courtney.
2.
Wow.
Damn it, Courtney.
Bad.
All right.
Really, you really disliked it that much?
I think a lot of movies today are really bad.
Yeah, give her a mic.
Mm-hmm.
Speak your truth.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
They're really bad
Hi.
just because they're just all like a visual effects mess.
It's the stories. The stories are just so repetitive. They're overdone. Like I'm so done with like sequels, and it's like
Yeah.
Reboots and stuff.
yeah,
like
and
that,
then like
yeah.
even like they'll make like the main story or the theme, whatever. Like they're kind of like rewriting a little bit.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I see what
It's
you're
just so
saying.
bad.
Good point.
It's like what Ryan always says, like Hollywood's running out of ideas.
Exactly.
So it's like all reboots and
Oh, I had something to say.
sequels and
Yeah, right.
go ahead.
No, finish.
Go ahead, Courtney. You finished.
I lost. I was gonna say, and I told Adam, like, it just reminded me of Bruce Almighty. Like everyone asking for prayers to be answered.
Oh, okay.
Same thing.
Interesting.
I haven't seen
And
Bruce
it
Almighty,
was
so I don't know.
so much better.
You haven't
You
haven't
Jim
seen
Carrey,
Bruce
Morgan
Almighty?
Freeman, Jennifer Aniston.
No, I'm sorry.
Dude, you say you like to
Yeah.
film stuff?
I haven't seen it.
It's-
Go home.
That's a huge movie, dude. You
This
gotta see that.
podcast is
Was
over,
it?
Josh.
We went on the studio that it was
Yeah.
filmed on.
I'm
Oh,
aware.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
aware of the movie. I just haven't gone around to see it.
Dude, it is a good movie. It is
I
hilarious.
think it's on
We
the
can watch that after the
Universal.
She does make a good point though, and like the optimistic view that they take, where everyone renounces their wish, like that's just not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, that was,
like,
that was the other dumb thing.
That's
too. It's like, that
unrealistic.
is so unrealistic. That
Yeah.
that terrorist like with the nuclear bombs, like
Yeah.
people are like, I don't care. I'll
Yeah.
still
I
want
want
it.
to kill Americans.
Or the person who's like, I want $1 million. You think they're gonna give that up? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
I
so.
wish they just made a super dark movie. That's all I want. Something that'll like make you cringe inside.
Like Brightburn.
yes,
Something that like Joker,
Brightburn, but filmed better. You know,
like Joker.
like Joker. Joker was such a good movie.
Yeah, that is
Okay,
a
what's
good
your
point.
rating?
Joker did pretty well.
5 cheating cheetahs out of 10.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to give this the
Can you
same rating.
please-
Like, it was just like 5 out of 10, just straight average. Like,
Really?
it wasn't worse than I was expecting, but it wasn't better. Like, it's just
Okay.
average movie.
Josh, you gotta put like cheetahs making love with
You know
for,
what?
like, 5 of them.
I want
in
to
a row.
change mine. I'm changing mine to 4.5 out of 10 because it was slightly below average.
So
for
4.5
me.
Yeah.
out of what?
10.
Out of 10.
I mean, like, what is it, just like 4.5? Because he did 5 cheating Cheetos.
Oh, it was
Oh.
4.5 feminists out of 10.
I'm just cut a feminist in half.
5 plot holes out of 10 convenient plot lines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, try
Oh.
giving that a graphic design.
Oh, I will. Challenge accepted.
It's literally just give me Josh, but
Rochelle,
in the scene
audience,
from The
live
Hangover.
audience, what is your rating?
Oh, me?
Yes.
I would say 4.
Okay.
It wasn't hell to watch, but I don't want to watch it again.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I'm coming in the same boat. I
It
don't
wasn't
wanna watch it again
horrible,
either.
but it wasn't like.
Really? So I gave it a 7.
So, I think
thought that
on
was-
average...
I thought that was low.
And it's interesting for you to give a better rating than us, because you're normally the pessimistic movie watcher who's like, he exits the theater and he's like, I hated that movie. Let's make a podcast.
Let's cut the crap and make a podcast. I don't know. I just enjoyed the movie. I know.
I mean, at first I really enjoyed it because I love Wonder Woman and I'm a sucker for any superhero movie. But
Yeah.
after like thinking about it a little harder, I was like, eh. Okay, well, so the Simonjis, I think
Maybe.
the average is 5 out of 10, yeah?
Yeah. Let's say that 5.
Well, 'cause,
Anything-
yeah, you
It was
said 7,
slightly
she said
below
7.
Anything
average.
under
Yeah.
a 7 out of 10, you should never watch. By the way, that's our professional.
So we're not
rating.
recommending
Really?
this movie.
Below 7 out of 10 don't watch? I would
Yeah,
say
I would
below
say-
like 5 out of 10 don't
Yeah, I
watch.
think
No,
so.
yeah, that I rated it 5 out of 10, but
So
I,
5 out of 10, you can see it at your own risk.
Yeah.
5 out of 10. I wish I never saw that movie.
Jeez. Well, you're thinking like a grade in school. Like 5 out of 10 is a failure. But
Right.
if you're just thinking like
6 out of 10 is barely passing.
Okay.
yeah,
fine.
but if you're just thinking like 5 out of 10 is like average, like that's right in the middle, then
Yeah, yeah.
The
like, it's
next
an average
movie.
Oh yeah, because
the
I'm
next-
thinking of it more of as a grading thing. I would say like
No.
it would be like a C rating out of a movie. So yeah, maybe I'm.
so just like an average movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
7, you mean?
I don't think we've seen a movie that's worthy of like a 1 out of 10 though.
I'm thinking, I think 5 is a good,
Oh.
like, anything that we rate below 5, don't bother seeing. You can see it if you want to, if you really hate yourself.
Because we are right and you're wrong.
1917 to Paris, 1 out of 10. Go watch it.
We all know you love that.
Wait,
movie.
let's think of another movie that's below 5.
Oh, Avatar: Last Airbender. The
Oh, yeah,
live
that's
action.
like a solid 2. Solid 2.
0 out of 10. Awful movie.
Solid
Which
2. Next movie we should watch is called
Batman?
Toontown. Or
Toontown.
not Toontown.
actual Toontown.
Roger,
No, no,
you mean
no.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Shut up. It's called Tombstone.
Tomb Raider?
Tombstone. Also a horrible
Toon Stone.
Okay.
Toon Stone.
Okay.
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
What's it about?
Freaking hilarious.
What is it about?
I don't know how to explain it. Bradley showed it to me, and it was probably the.
Have we
funniest
ever
thing.
seen a 10 out of 10 movie?
Oh, I would say the Spider-Verse
10 out
one.
of 10.
I think that's 10 out of 10.
Spider-Verse we liked.
Literally by far my favorite movie.
What are your guys' thoughts on 10 out of 10 movies?
Comment
Leave it in the
below.
comments. Yeah.
Smash that like button.
Leave some movies for us to watch that are below 5 out of 10.
Dude, I'm telling you, we gotta watch Tombstone.
All right, we can watch that. And we can do a review
We
after.
should watch it. It's a really.
I think we
could
should
do,
also
we could do
review
like a
Spider-Verse.
book, we can do like a book club but with movies.
Yeah.
Literally, it's
Yeah, can we do Spider-Verse? Because he hasn't seen it.
Remember when we were first making our podcast and we said it wasn't going to be a movie podcast? And that's literally all we talked about is
I know.
movie?
All right. Anyway, thanks again for watching. We're going to end the podcast here. Does anybody have any final thoughts?
I'm hungry.
That was the worst movie ever.
Shut up.
End the podcast.